Digital Now Center. This is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
And hello everyone, this is meteorologist Dan Tomaso with another Beyond the Forecast. Today is a much easier and much lighter update in terms of more sunshine, more warmth, and this is the type of forecast I think a lot of people expect probably from about mid-May onward rather than, what's the next rainmaker we're tracking. So today is a much more user-friendly, much more easygoing forecast. Low to mid-70s right now, and some of our warmest locations are overachieving. Carlisle 75, 76 in Chambersburg, low 70s for most. And again, it will be a very nice day overall. If you have any outdoor plans, there's still plenty more time to go. Satellite radar showing maybe a cloud or two, maybe a hint of a smoky haze out there, but blue skies winning out for most areas. And where the rain went, it can stay there now because we've now seen that whole area of low pressure get absorbed into the northern jet stream. No longer an issue for our forecast. That's allowed for high pressure and warmth to return after a chilly and blustery weekend. So today the winds are much weaker, but the sunshine is also stronger with warm air coming in from the south and southwest. There's a view there over HIA, a lot of blue sky. Again, not really seeing too much of that smoky haze here in central Pennsylvania. But let's show you Precision Cast, and we'll go step by step. First through this evening, again, maybe some passing clouds, but clear skies do hold until tomorrow, and more sunshine holds through tomorrow. It is going to be a very pleasant, mild day. Temperatures approaching 80 degrees, not only for Tuesday, but into Wednesday too. Now, eventually for Thursday and even into Friday, we do start to talk about shower and thunderstorm chances, but it is going to be legitimately a 3-day dry stretch. Now, I was talking to Chief Meteorologist Eric Finkenbinder about this last week for haymakers and for farmers out there. Usually 3 days is the rule, that you need 3 days of sunshine, a little bit of wind, and dry air to help dry things out if you're going to make hay. But he was saying, based on the current wet conditions leading into this 3-day stretch, that it may not be enough. So I know we need more dry weather where that came from. So that's where the extended outlook is going to come in. I think we do have to be a little bit, I would say, observant of what's happening here over Friday and Saturday. I want to say concerned, but there is definitely some potential for stalling rainfall Friday into Saturday. I'll play it out here for you. We have this big ridge of high pressure that's been building along the East Coast, and so that's here, and that's going to help pump up the warmth, the dry weather from southwest to northeast. However, as I continue playing this ahead, we'll see a little bit more of a digging trough, and it really starts to happen into Friday and the upcoming weekend. It's a fairly subtle change, but when this happens, this digging motion here as the cool air aloft comes in, I do think there's potential that we actually do see a coastal low formation ahead of the trough, and then as the coastal low gets absorbed into the trough, that's when we could be kind of stuck with some stalling rainfall. I don't think it's a given yet that's going to happen for us, but somewhere in the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast could see a legitimate rain chance for Friday into Saturday. In the meantime, right now we're calling for every day in the 7-day forecast beyond today to be above 80 degrees. So that is certainly a change from where we've been over the last 2 months. And in addition to that, Thursday and Friday could be quite hot with temperatures near 90 degrees. But let me show you what this could look like from the European model for the weekend. So here's Friday, an approaching front with the trough. However, the feature to watch is down here toward the Carolinas. And so there it is. I'm going to circle the area of low pressure developing. And notice its track. Eventually, it likely gets absorbed into the trough, which is typical for these types of coastal features. So again, as it moves north, it's going to get captured by the front and the trough, and that helps to add more moisture to the forecast. And that's why now some totals for rain are over an inch for Friday into Saturday. I think that's a bit aggressive at this time, but it's something I'm going to be tracking throughout the week ahead to kind of keep all of you up to date as to how things could be changing. So in the meantime, sunshine holding out, relatively warm weather, especially for the middle part of this week into the end of the week. High temperatures approaching 90 degrees, more humidity too as that front approaches. That could also help to reignite some showers and thunderstorms. Thinking Friday into Saturday is the time frame to watch. Again, some of those lingering showers Saturday could bring about some heavier periods of rain if the forecast comes together for it. So that's really the only question mark right now in the 7-day forecast. After Saturday, things appear relatively dry. Sunday, highs in the low 80s, not as humid once the front after the front passes. So again, kind of the take-home message the next several days: enjoy the dry weather, enjoy the sunshine. We will continue to monitor any chances for additional rainfall Friday into Saturday. That's all for today's Beyond the Forecast. We will continue to talk about those rain chances as we go throughout the week. Thanks for watching.